Ever pondered the intricacies of understanding women's weak points? Well, it's quite the enigma, isn't it? A riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. The complexity and uniqueness of women make this subject an intriguing one. But why bother understanding these weak points, you might ask? The answer is simple. It's all about fostering healthier relationships and interactions. It's about creating a meaningful connection that transcends the superficial. It's about seeing beyond the surface and tapping into the core of who they are. Women, like all humans, are a blend of strengths and weaknesses, and understanding these weak points can help us better appreciate their strengths. It's a journey, a fascinating exploration into the heart of the female psyche. So buckle up and get ready for an enlightening ride. Stay tuned as we unravel the science behind the 10 weak points of any woman. Dive into the realm of biology, where we explore how hormones play a vital role in women's behavior. In the vast and complex world of biology, hormones are the unseen puppeteers, subtly influencing our actions, emotions, and behaviors. Women, in particular, experience a unique dance of hormones that can sometimes lead to emotional vulnerability. Let's start with the basics. Hormones are chemical messengers, transmitting signals from one part of the body to another. In women, certain hormones, such as estrogen and progesterone, fluctuate throughout the month, creating a roller coaster of emotional highs and lows. Estrogen, for instance, is known to enhance mood and boost energy when at its peak. However, when levels drop, as they do in the days leading up to menstruation, women may experience mood swings, irritability, and feelings of sadness. Progesterone, on the other hand, acts as a natural sedative, promoting feelings of calm and relaxation. However, low levels of this hormone can result in anxiety and restlessness. Beyond monthly cycles, hormones also play a significant role in stress responses. Cortisol, the stress hormone, tends to be higher in women than in men. This means that women may be more susceptible to the negative effects of stress, including anxiety and depression. But it's not all doom and gloom. Understanding these hormonal shifts can empower women to better manage their emotional health. Plus, it's important to remember that these hormonal fluctuations are entirely natural and play a crucial role in women's reproductive health. Scientific research supports these facts. Numerous studies have confirmed the link between hormonal changes and emotional vulnerability in women. For example, a study published in the Journal of Neuroscience showed that women's brains respond more strongly to negative emotions during certain phases of their menstrual cycle, further highlighting the impact of hormones on women's emotional well-being. So hormones, while vital for survival, certainly contribute to women's weak points. But remember, understanding these biological processes can lead to greater empathy, patience, and support for the women in our lives. Shifting gears to social conditioning, another key player in shaping women's weak points. Let's dive into the vast ocean of societal expectations and pressures that women often find themselves navigating. From a young age, society often sets standards for women, dictating how they should behave, what they should aspire to, and even how they should look. These standards seep into the consciousness of women and begin to shape their perception of themselves and their place in the world. Imagine the weight of these expectations, constantly bearing down, reinforcing the idea that one's worth is tied to these societal norms. It's no surprise that this can lead to self-esteem issues among women. They may begin to question their worth when they fail to meet these often unrealistic standards. This can manifest as a need for validation, a desire to be accepted and acknowledged according to these societal norms. Let's delve a little deeper. Psychological studies have shed light on these phenomena. One such study, published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, highlighted that societal pressures can lead to women developing a negative self-image. They may feel pressure to change or hide aspects of themselves in order to fit into the societal mold. Moreover, a study in the Journal of Adolescence found that societal expectations and pressures can actually lead to increased levels of anxiety and depression in women. The constant need to conform, to be accepted, can take a heavy toll on mental health. Another research in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology revealed that societal conditioning can even influence women's perceptions of their own abilities. Women may underestimate their capabilities, not because they lack the skills or intelligence, but because society has conditioned them to believe so. Indeed, societal conditioning has a profound impact on women's weak points. is a powerful force that shapes their self-perception, their mental health, and their understanding of their own abilities. But by acknowledging these influences, we can begin to challenge and change these societal norms, empowering women to redefine their own worth and potential. Indeed, societal conditioning has a profound impact on women's weak points. Let's navigate the labyrinth of communication styles, another determinant of women's weak points. The beauty of human interaction lies in its diversity. Each of us communicates in a unique way, shaped by our experiences, culture, and innate personality traits. Women in particular tend to have an empathetic and indirect communication style that is both a strength and a potential weak point. Imagine a tapestry woven with threads of empathy, compassion, and understanding. That's how women often communicate. They are the masters of reading between the lines, of understanding unspoken emotions, and of empathizing with others. They are often the ones to diffuse tension, to build bridges, to nurture relationships. However, this empathetic and indirect communication style can sometimes lead to miscommunications. For example, women might hint at an issue instead of addressing it directly, hoping that the other person will pick up on their subtle cues. But if the other person doesn't understand these hints, it can lead to frustration and misunderstanding. Linguistic studies support this observation. Research has shown that women tend to use more indirect speech acts, more hedging, and more politeness strategies in their communication. They often prioritize maintaining relationships and avoiding conflict over asserting their own needs. This can sometimes lead to their messages being misunderstood or overlooked. It's like a beautiful dance, where one partner is subtly guiding the other. But if the other partner doesn't understand these subtle cues, they might step on each other's toes. It's not that one way of communicating is better or worse than the other. It's just different. And understanding these differences is key to avoiding miscommunications and strengthening relationships. So when we talk about women's weak points, it's not about portraying them as weak or flawed. It's about understanding that their strengths can sometimes also be their vulnerabilities. It's about recognizing that their empathetic and indirect communication style, while beautiful and powerful, can sometimes lead to miscommunication. Communication styles, although nuanced, are a significant factor in understanding women's weak points. Lastly, we delve into emotional intelligence, a double-edged sword in the context of women's weak points. Emotional intelligence, often hailed as a strength, refers to the ability to identify, use, understand, and manage emotions in positive ways. It's a quality that women are frequently noted for excelling in, allowing them to navigate social complexities with grace and empathy. But let's flip the coin and explore how this emotional acuity might also be a source of vulnerability. The very same emotional intelligence that allows women to understand and empathize with others can lead to emotional overthinking, a phenomenon where emotions are analyzed to such an extent that they become a source of stress. Psychological research supports this idea. For instance, a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals with high emotional intelligence are more likely to engage in rumination and worry, both forms of emotional overthinking. They are more susceptible to stress and anxiety, simply because they process emotional information at a deeper level. This emotional overthinking can sometimes lead to a paralysis of analysis, where the fear of making wrong decisions can lead to inaction. It's like being caught in a whirlpool of thoughts and emotions, making it difficult to move forward. Moreover, it's worth noting that emotional intelligence can sometimes lead to heightened sensitivity. Women with high emotional intelligence can be more attuned to the emotions of others, and this can sometimes lead to emotional exhaustion. It's akin to carrying not just your own emotional baggage, but also that of others. So, while emotional intelligence equips women to better understand and empathize with others, it can simultaneously act as a stressor, leading to overthinking, decision paralysis, and emotional exhaustion. It's a paradox, a double-edged sword, if you will. Thus, emotional intelligence, while a strength, can also contribute to women's weak points. In our next scene, we'll recap everything we've learned and conclude our exploration of the fascinating puzzle that is understanding women. Stay tuned. We've embarked on an enlightening journey, exploring the science behind women's weak points. We've delved into the role of biology, highlighting how hormones and genetic predispositions can shape behaviors and reactions. We've also examined the potent influence of social conditioning, revealing how societal expectations can mold an individual's responses and attitudes. Next, we navigated the realm of communication styles, underscoring how differing approaches to expression can often lead to misunderstandings. Lastly, we ventured into the intricacies of emotional intelligence, emphasizing its paramount importance in fostering empathy and understanding. This exploration has been a journey of discovery, equipping us with the knowledge to better comprehend the unique challenges women face. With this understanding, we can foster better relationships and interactions with the women in our lives. Thanks for joining this exploration, and remember, understanding is the first step towards compassion.